All right, today we're going to build something really cool, an AI creative super team. We're going to break down how you can combine some of the most powerful AI tools out there into one seamless workflow that can bring pretty much any idea to life. So let's dive right in.
So let's just start with a big question. What actually happens when you stop seeing all these powerful AI tools as just separate apps and you start thinking of them as a connected team of specialists? I mean, what kind of new creative doors does that really open up? The answer is you get something that is so much more powerful than just the sum of its parts. You basically create this integrated system, a kind of creative engine that can take that little spark of an idea you have and build it into a fully realized project. It's a fundamental change to the whole creative process. So to really understand how this works, we've got to meet the team. And I want you to think of this not just as a collection of software, but really as a lineup of experts, where each one has a unique, totally critical role to play. First up is the team's brain, ChatGPT. This is where it all begins. You give it a simple prompt, and it just excels at brainstorming concepts, building out outlines, even drafting entire scripts. It's the strategic mind that gets the mission off the ground. Now, once ChatGPT lays that foundation, NotebookLM steps in as the researcher. Think of this one as your personal knowledge hub. You can feed it your research, articles, your own notes, whatever, and it helps expand on those initial ideas, adding real depth, context, and consistency to your project. So with the concept and all the details fleshed out, you need some structure, right? That's where Canva comes in, the team's designer, or you could call it the visual architect. Canva takes all that text and information and just transforms it into professional, polished layouts. We're talking social media posts, presentation slides, video templates. It gives your project a visual identity. And then for that final, almost magical touch, we've got the artist Midjourney. This thing is an imagination engine. It takes the concepts, the lore, the whole design framework, and brings it all to life with absolutely stunning, completely unique AI-generated visuals. It's the tool that makes the impossible, well, visible. So we've met the team, but how do they actually work together? Let's walk through a quick, practical example so you can see this workflow in action, from that first little idea to the final product. This slide really shows that clear handoff between team members. So imagine the mission is to create a digital poster series. First, you have ChatGPT generate the core concept, something like cyberpunk cities of the future. Then NotebookLM expands on that, creating detailed lore for each city. Next up, Canva builds the poster template with all the text and graphic elements. And finally, using all that detailed lore, you craft a really specific prompt for Midjourney, which then creates that amazing custom artwork. See? Each step just logically builds right on top of the last one. You know, this process is more than just efficient. It's synergistic. Understanding the how is one thing, but now let's talk about the why. Why is this integrated approach such a game changer for how we create things? This synergy really has three huge effects. First, it saves an incredible amount of time. We're talking about potentially slashing project timelines from weeks down to days. Second, the quality improves because you're using a specialized tool for each specific task, the best writer for writing, the best artist for art. And, maybe most importantly, it multiplies your own creativity. It frees you from all that tedious execution so you can focus on bigger, more ambitious ideas. Basically, you get to be the creative director. And this quote just perfectly captures the real takeaway here. The fear is always about AI replacing people. But this kind of workflow reframes that whole conversation. It's not about replacement, it's about augmentation. AI isn't the creator, it's the tool that gives the human creators superpowers they've never had before. So as we wrap up, it's pretty clear this is more than just a clever workflow. What we're really looking at is the beginning of a brand new era for creators, where the main limit is just our own imagination. Because at the end of the day, the real power isn't in any single AI tool. The future of creativity is all about our ability to connect these systems, to orchestrate the tools that think, design, and create, and get them all working together. So, the final question is for you. Your next big idea is just sitting there, waiting. Now that you know how to assemble the team, what will you create?